warm welcome. Many thanks for joining us on yet another edition of our program, Stop the Accident, a platform where together with you and all stakeholders, we tried to reduce numbers of accidents in Nigeria and in effect reduce the numbers of fatalities. That has been our agenda for the last 10 weeks, and you must agree that it has been a fantastic advocacy platform, and we continue this afternoon on the program that we were looking at last week, the outbreak of meningitis in Nigeria. And let me let you know that our safety analyst Eden is already in our studio, joined by Dr. Akimbola Akinfala, and together they will take your phone calls about all your concerns about meningitis outbreak in Nigeria. I'm Kule Aboshade. A fantastic 25 minutes beckons. We'll be right back.
The road signs means a solid red and then black cars which are allowed to cross that side.
Walter.
Hello?
What does this road sign mean?
I mean, the road sign name, Snakedale, the roadside.
What does this road sign mean?
This road sign meaning police know the area, so everybody go fit do whatever he like.
Now you have a voice. Now you have the platform. Now let it be our collective responsibility to stop the accidents. Stop the Accidents beams its searchlight every week on the issue of safety and how to prevent accidents at the workplace, in our homes, on our roads, and on construction and building sites, and other accident-prone settings. Join Timiduro Dola and Kunya Bodishade as they investigate and talk to experts to bring you safety scoops every week. Stop the Accidents on NTA.
Alright, it's live, it's direct, it's from NTA Lagos, it's Stop the Accidents. And let me let you know that throughout the week, you can continue our conversation here, www.stoptheaccident.tv. And of course, you can also send us your thoughts through email, at info@stoptheaccident.tv. info@stoptheaccident.tv. Whatever is happening in your neighborhood, whatever you are noticing, whatever gives you concern and you want to share with us here, so that all of us can put a stop at it, it's essential, very, very important that you get in touch with us, on email info@stoptheaccident.tv. All right, we are discussing this afternoon the issue of meningitis outbreak in Nigeria. We started that conversation last week, and you know that we explained to you, millions of you, what meningitis means, and now it can be transmitted. Today, Mr. Eden, our safety analyst, is already in our studio. Later, he will be joined by Dr. Akimbola Akinfala, and together, whatever your concerns are, and if you're able to get through to us on the telephone, you'll be able to ask that question about meningitis, what you can do to protect yourself and your family members this afternoon. Okay, welcome again. Thanks for keeping your promise.
It's so good to be here.
Yes, and coming here because you know that the importance of what this platform means to millions of our viewers out there as they continue to pick up safety tips that can just be that ultimate lifesaver. Okay. All right. Meningitis in Nigeria. Last week you gave us the updates, on the situation. Has anything changed? Do we have a new situation now?
Well, up to yesterday, we're looking out for information from CDC.
Okay.
From the last data we gave, there hasn't been any further release.
Okay.
I'm sure they're still compiling their data, but it still stands on the last data we actually used.
Okay. Okay. So there's not been an update there.
No update
And you know, for those who didn't watch us last week, do you have those at those information at your fingertips right now?
Yeah, we said we had over 800 fatality.
Okay.
I mean mortality already in the country resulting from meningitis outbreak, and we have over 8,000 infected cases. So that actually stands at almost about 10% mortality rate right now.
That's extremely high.
Yeah.
That's extremely high, and it gives cause for concern, and that's why that you must know what to do. You know, because now we're also talking about spread in at least 16 states.
Sure.
You know,
including the FCT.
And Lagos.
Yes, Lagos is in
Aha, you see. Because once you have a spread in a city of 20 million, that already is a cause for concern. But well, so 8,000.
Over 8,000.
Over 8,000 infections. And already 800 mortalities. So that's about 10% mortalities. That's very, very high. And well, okay. Now, having established all of this, the response so far, will you say that maybe it's because the response is getting a lot better? That's why even in the last 1 week, it seems that things are cooling off.
Yeah, I think the response is getting a little better, and also owing to the fact that as the rainy season comes, as the rain comes, the heat reduces, it also kind of causes a reduction in this meningitis issue,
okay,
mostly in this northern region.
Okay.
But I'll tell you really, the more disease stays with us, the more people get to have more information, and the more they take preventive measures. I think that has been on the good side recently, and even on Thursday or Wednesday, we had one of the big. I mean, kudos to you for what this program is doing. I'm sure they saw what we're doing here.
Yeah.
We had a big pharmaceutical company came into our office to discuss with us on the issue of meningitis, and I was very happy because they may not have seen us anywhere but other than what we're doing here. Yes. But what the point I really wanted to actually re-establish, which of course I already established to them, is as a pharmaceutical company, you're also an integral part of the health system of a country. You don't wait to see how you can sell your vaccines. No, you also support the government, see how you can actually make public health information available to the public. And we discussed this.
We did, and well, you see, like you said, information is key.
Sure.
Reaching out to millions of Nigerians and letting them know Nigerians take their health very, very seriously. You know, once they have that information at their fingertips, they do the needful. I am sure that by the time the data comes out, you see that the number of people who have gone to take the vaccinations are on the increase. They are paying attention, and that's why we come here week after week to share with you what is happening, because we want you to have that information to protect yourself and members of your family. Okay.
Let me quickly add to this. What I was just thinking. I think as corporate bodies, we have what we call the CSRO budget.
Yes.
In such a critical time as this, in a country where we have an outbreak, I think we cannot leave this to government alone. To overwhelm government, let everybody come together, see where you can put your CSRO budget to work. Create we're not saying create information center everywhere. You can actually say, okay, I'm S&S company, I want to create a meningitis information center in this spot. Put your logo, everybody that comes, make sure that you have people there for the whole day that can actually talk to people about meningitis. Let people be able to get the requisite information. But we are all just quiet, and we think we can leave this to government alone. Government alone cannot deal with this. We all have to rise up as a nation, corporate bodies, individuals, advocates, and all what have you. Let's see how we can give government support in such a crucial time. I mean, this is a very trying time for this country in terms of disease outbreak.
If you're watching us, wherever you are watching us, we are discussing the meningitis outbreak in Nigeria. It's spread in about 16 states of the Federation, over 8,000 infections and over 800 mortalities. A concern for you and for your family. And well, if you stay tuned, when we come back after the break, you can ask a question that is in your mind about how to protect yourself and members of your family. In Stop the Accident, we'll be right back.
Now you have a voice. Now you have the platform. Now let it be our collective responsibility to stop the accidents. Stop the Accidents beams its searchlight every week on the issue of safety and how to prevent accidents at the workplace, in our homes, on our roads, and on construction and building sites, and other accident-prone settings. Join Timiduro Dola and Kuna Borishade as they investigate and talk to experts to bring you safety scoops every week. Stop the Accidents on NTA.
Give me a little time to work with it.
Hey, miss. Lady, your dog's tearing your car apart.
Oh. Max, come back here. Max! Baby. Oh, thank God. Poor baby. Yeah, okay. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Oh, you're such a good dog.
It's life, and we are frantic for time because we know every minute counts. Okay, and if you just joining us, then our safety analyst is already seated. We have been talking about a situational report, an update on meningitis outbreak in Nigeria, and we are being joined now by Dr. Akimbola Akinfala. He was here also last week, public health physician, coordinator of You Restore organization. Thank you so much, Dr. Akinfala. You Restore organization, quickly, what is that?
Well, it's a non-profit organization that is being directed by my wife, Dr. Anu. It's quite international. The headquarters is in the UK. I coordinate national activities here in Nigeria. So we just reach out to the fringes, less developed areas to do free medical outreaches. And promote awareness, public health awareness.
Fantastic.
These
are the platforms we are talking about. Especially when we have a national outbreak like this, all hands on deck. This kind of NGOs and organizations can be of crucial importance into curbing the disease. And platforms like this, you need to support platforms like this. Okay, so whatever you can do to help us with this continuous advocacy for the benefits of Nigerians, and in having all of the essential safety tips, to protect themselves and members of their family. Okay, let's bring in Dr. Akinfala now. Where he has told us no new information since last week, and all of that. Okay, you want to reiterate to millions of our viewers what they need to do to protect themselves against meningitis outbreak in Nigeria.
Yes. Anyway, first and foremost, meningitis is the inflammation of the meninges, the covering of the brain. So you should try to understand that it's a disease that is actually now killing a lot of people, especially in the north. That's one of the areas quite. Yeah. So what you need to do is to make sure you don't stay in overcrowded areas. Ensure adequate ventilation in your household. Get vaccinated. Try to encourage your family and friends to also get vaccinated. And if you notice any of symptoms like fever, vomiting, neck stiffness, and seizures, please kindly go to the nearest hospital for a checkup, and definitely a doctor will attend to you. So,
hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, we are discussing about meningitis. Lower the volume of your TV, please. We are talking about meningitis outbreak in Nigeria. Where are you calling from?
Lagos.
Okay, Lagos. So it's already here. Meningitis is in Lagos, and we are trying to tell you how you can protect yourself and members of your family. Have you gotten the vaccination?
No.
Okay. Listen to how you can get the vaccination from Dr. Akinfala. Oh, okay. Already, at least you can listen. How do you get the vaccination?
Well, you can just go into any of the government facilities or private hospitals. There are vaccines everywhere right now. Unlike how it was when it started, we had shortage of vaccines. We have vaccines available in all the health facilities right now. But I think it is cheaper and easily accessible through the government hospitals and health centers. Yeah, just get to any of them and get the vaccine.
Hello, good afternoon. Hello. Okay. Well, before you call us, have your questions ready, because we are talking of very, very important subject matter that affects your life, okay? That can affect your life, and I can see the phone buzzing. We wouldn't know which one to take except to help us to save time and have your questions ready. I can see that the calls are coming. Hello, good afternoon. Hello? Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from? What's your question on meningitis? Your name is Peter. Where are you calling from, Peter?
I'm calling from Festa Camp.
From Festa. Okay, do you know meningitis is in Lagos?
Yes, sir.
Okay, have you gotten vaccination?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you have a question? Do you want to ask anything about meningitis from Mr. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. My question is that I'm having a chest cough. And I don't know whether it's part of the symptom. And this chest cough has been disturbing me for so long. I have been taking medicine and it's not going.
So have you seen a doctor? Have you been to any nearby hospital to get yourself checked?
I went to a local government hospital and if I get the medicine, it doesn't go.
Okay. Anyway, cough it's not. We can't really say because you have cough you have meningitis. There are many other.
What of if I'm having back headache?
Okay, yes, headache is one of the symptoms. Fever, neck stiffness, photophobia. That's you react to light, or you're very sensitive to light. Some people are quite sensitive to sound too. Those are some of the. Hello, are you there?
Go on. Okay,
yeah, vomiting too. Those are some of the symptoms. It looks like malaria in a little way.
Yeah.
So we don't advocate for self-medication. So even if you have any of these symptoms, I would still suggest that you go to a nearby hospital, a government facility if possible, to get yourself checked. So you having a cough for a while, well, I don't pray it becomes a chronic cough. That's cough that have lasted over 3 weeks. If it's that, I still think you should go see a doctor.
Okay, Peter, have you heard that? You need to head back to the hospital, okay? And then this time around, give them complete picture of what has been happening to you, okay? Let the doctor you see have a complete picture of what has been happening to you. You don't necessarily have meningitis, but just go and check it out. Okay. All right. Okay, keep the calls coming. I can see that our phones are jammed, and okay, we are also talking about the symptoms. A lot of people are paying attention to what are these symptoms. Like the caller just called us, he wants to know if I'm having a chronic cough for the last 3 weeks, what does that mean, and all of that. You know, so is there a thin line how they can see their symptoms and be able to say, okay, maybe this is it or this is not?
Well, it's because
hello. Okay, good afternoon, madam. We can hear you. What's your name? Where are you calling from? What's your question?
I'm calling from Lagos.
From Lagos. Okay. Well, we're talking.
I want to ask,
yes.
Can you immunize yourself against the meningitis?
Yes. Okay, hold on. They will answer that question. Can you get vaccines against meningitis? Thank you.
All right.
Yes, you can get vaccine against meningitis. That's the most advocated form of prevention. Because once you are able to immunize yourself against meningitis, the beauty about meningitis is that there's
beauty.
yes. Because unlike other form of disease where there's no prevention mechanism.
Okay.
The beauty about meningitis is that there's vaccination.
Yes.
There's also a treatment pattern.
Okay. All right. So both exist.
Both exist.
Yeah. So okay. So even when you already have it, if you don't waste a lot of time, you can quickly get treated and you can be well.
Sure,
okay.
Sure.
So the key, as Dr. Akifala will advise, is that you need to head to the hospital quickly. Very, very quickly, like Peter just called us, head back to the hospital and give them a total picture. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Hello?
We can hear you. What's your name? Where are you calling from? What's your question? Oh, dear. Because I see all of the calls coming.
You know, unlike the Ebola, when Ebola came, we didn't have vaccines against Ebola, but this has vaccines.
Okay.
It was like a treatment pattern. That's why it gives us a better landing.
Okay. All right. So you shouldn't be too scared. You shouldn't be too scared. Maybe we should leave the phones alone. I see all the calls coming, but are they being jammed? Let's try again. Good afternoon. I see the phone buzzing around continuously, and that shows that a lot of people are concerned. But let's try and at least give them as much information as we can. You know. Okay. So you don't have to be so scared for two reasons. Number one, like he said, there is vaccination. Number one, and well, if eventually you do catch it, early treatment is available. If they go for early treatment, Dr. Akifala, what's the survival chance?
While we're rounding off on this program, I again advocate and advise everyone, go back to your routine hygiene of hand washing.
Okay.
Wash your hands all the time is very important. It's your best form of prevention in a time as this. Please go back to your hand washing. Is very crucial.
Okay. Dr.
And all schools should ensure that they do a pre-entry examinations and investigation for all their school children and school personnel, including the food handlers too.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I think that's quite key.
Okay. All right. Well, frantically, they are asking us to go. I can see all your calls coming. Keep them coming. Maybe I can persuade the gentleman here to stay 10 minutes after we go off here to be able to answer some of your questions, because I can see you are offline, because I can see you are calling. Okay, meningitis outbreak in Nigeria. We've been able to do justice on this platform for 2 weeks that we have tackled it, and you have heard all of the advice. Please wash your hands frequently. I think that is it. We'll see you next week by the grace of God for another vital subject matter on your safety. I'm Kule Aborishade. Have a fantastic week ahead. Bye-bye.